It's been over 2 months since the last podcast episode, by the way.
That's crazy.
Isn't that?
We've missed 8. No, 4.
4. Still.
So
Look at it from the back. Who did it in the back? No, you're fine. You're fine. Love you.
that's so fun. All my Apple products are new.
Oh, this is also going to be our Easter special, so.
Oh, right.
I'm just saying.
What if we just called Taylor up? And by that, I mean Google and ask how to maximize AirPod mic quality.
Bitch, look at that blending. Like, come on now. Look at it from the back. Who did it in the back?
Ooh, that in the back.
We definitely can just do it. Like, you sound fine.
No.
No.
It's because it's only Apple, and all my Apple products are new.
Oh, fuck it. I have new shit.
I forgot we were recording.
Yeah. I'm just, like, snipping it in there.
No, yeah, this is good. Next week, you could be done. I have...
What was I going to say? I don't recall.
Ooh. And then 3 other people from the team, I almost just called one of them Sea Glider. Sydney.
You're great.
Like, formally, like, be like, hey, welcome back. Even though we can probably include some of this.
Yeah, we probably should. I'm so sad about your mic situation.
It'll just be the same as the other videos where it's like not great, but whatever.
It's not bad. It's
Next pod, we're definitely gonna have a mic though.
You. My mom is FaceTiming me? I'm podcasting.
I will.
Hi, how are you?
Hey,
Oh.
question for you really quick.
She can't hear you. What?
What did he say?
He said, hi, how are you?
I'm good. Love you. Okay. Quick question. When you Skyped Judja from a friend's house up here, whose house were you at?
Okay.
Who's the girl that lives downtown that you guys went to Paisanos?
What's happening?
Thank you.
I don't know.
Lauren, of course, didn't want to because Lauren's lazy.
I'm recording a podcast.
Yeah, that's all we wanted. Love you. Gotta go. Bye.
No, you're fine.
Bye, love you.
You're fine. Love you.
That's so
Love
funny.
you. Bye.
Bye.
Love you.
Okay. You know what they're like?
What are they like?
In the truly kindest way possible. It reminds every single time they call me and do some like goofy
Some
shit.
fuck ass shit.
They remind me of that scene in Little Women where the girls like all rush into the room and Laurie's standing there.
Yes.
And he's like, what the fuck is going on? That's my parents and I'm Laurie.
Yeah. Oh
And
my
it's
god,
my
that's
parents.
so true.
Isn't
I was
it?
gonna say they remind me of like Chip and Dale.
They kind of are Chip and Dale, low-key.
Ugh.
Bestie
So-
Chip and
or,
Bestie Dale.
You know, like
I love my parents so much.
maybe like the crocodile and the firefly from Princess and the Frog.
The fuck ass Firefly. Which one is
I
my
think
mom?
that's actually us.
That is definitely us. I do feel like my mom and dad are Chip and Dale a little bit.
Yeah.
So good for them.
Oh my goodness.
Holding this reminds me of that one oh it's the Pretty Little Liars video. I'm pretty sure he's holding this mic.
Mm.
And he's like, my hands smell like metal.
Well, maybe like a formal welcome back.
What did you say?
Maybe like a formal welcome back.
Oh. Hold, I think I dropped something in my cooch.
Oh.
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 Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Tres, dos, uno. Welcome back to the
Welcome back.
pod. It's been 2 months.
Ooh, 2 months. 2 months.
Well,
2 months.
no. Okay, so here's the thing, though, is it hasn't been 2 months since the video was uploaded. It's been 2 months since we filmed. You know?
Still.
I uploaded the episode 2 weeks ago.
That was only 2 weeks ago.
Oh, bitch, I've been busy. I've been so busy.
So have I. Guys, we've been low-key like living our lives.
We've been lucky living, but there's always time for background noise, so we're back. Round noise.
Except when there isn't.
Except
when there hasn't
isn't.
been for 2 months.
Except for when there isn't, and we have to make sacrifices.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cold ass day today. I'm fucking
Really?
freezing.
Wasn't it like 80 the other day?
It was 70 yesterday.
That's crazy. It was so nice yesterday too, here in Seattle. Ugh. And I didn't even get to go outside because I had my 4:30 lab.
1 to 4:30,
So
you said?
stupid. What?
Is it 1 to 4:30?
1:30 to 4:30. But before that, I have an 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30 class.
What? Why did you just tell me all of the hours?
Because I have a class at every one of those hour marks. That's why.
That's crazy.
Mhm.
You have 4 classes? You have 5 classes on Fridays?
Yes.
You know how many classes I have on Fridays?
How many? Oh, none, because you go to dumbass school.
Don't dox my location. Don't dox my university, even though you can find it if you go to my Instagram.
Oh, God. Yeah. I was thinking about doing books, but I have just realized I haven't been reading.
I haven't either, to be honest, but I do still have books to talk about.
I will say, actually, in the past couple days, I have read a little bit of this.
Roxy Nafusi.
Which was given to me by one of my dear friends here at college. But she read it and she was like, you have to read this, Will. She like reads lots of books like this.
That's probably why she's so like well-rounded and normal.
I know, right? But she was like, you have to read this. So now I'm reading it, and actually it's really good.
Is it?
Like, I'm just like, I think it's cool because it's like about manifesting like your life, but it's not in like the way that like manifesting has become like a trend.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like write it down 7 times and it'll come true. It's like manifesting in the sense of like
fuck ass manifesting.
Yeah, it's like manifesting in the sense of like visualizing things and then like creating those feelings, because when you feel a certain way, it like attracts, like if you like can visualize how you would be doing and feeling in a year, and then simulate those feelings, you're more likely to basically accomplish those things, because it's based on the whole like attracts like, and like high vibe feelings and frequencies attract high vibe feelings and frequencies.
Like actually manifesting instead of like trendy manifesting. Yeah.
Yeah, and like there's like neuroscience and stuff in it too, which is so cool.
Oh, that is really cool. Definitely up your alley for sure.
Yeah, I know. So kind of dealing with reading through that.
I love that for you.
Sorry.
Your fucking kneecap. Kneecap core. Is that your kneecap, or are you just excited to say me?
Crazy. That was crazy.
No, that was funny.
That was funny.
I want your love and I want your revenge.
Ooh, Gagacella.
Gagacella. Bro, my old dance teacher was fully dancing right next to her.
Really?
Yes.
Dude, what?
I know, bro. He posted it and I was watching the video.
Old dance teacher from where?
His name is Jordan. He's so very talented.
I feel like I remember this. like hearing
I
about
really
him.
fucked up his choreography when he taught it to us.
Yeah.
And he came in for like a couple. I guess he wasn't really like my dance teacher, dance guest artist, I guess.
Yeah.
But he wasn't like a dancer. I mean, he was, but he was just. And now he's danced in the Super Bowl with Rihanna. He danced with Charlie XCX at Coachella. He danced with
Dude.
Gaga at Coachella. He danced with another baddie headliner.
He danced with another baddie.
I don't remember who it was. But he's just
Danced
like all
with a
up in
couple
with
baddies.
he's all up with the pop bitches right now. And
Oh,
he was one of the marshmallows in Rihanna's halftime show.
that is so funny.
Isn't that so funny? He's so talented. He's
Dude,
so
I want to be a
fantastic.
marshmallow in Rihanna's halftime show.
And he was fucking
You kidding
cunty
me?
as fuck in Gagachella. He's on her stage right side for most of the show.
For most, okay.
And he's got like not dreads, but like I don't know, he's cunty as fuck. I love him.
Yeah. hmm
So if
How do
y'all
they like choreograph like those big stage performances? Do you know what I mean? Like in terms of like where you'll be for most of it. Like, is it common to like have an assigned like section of the stage for a lot of the shows? Or is it like you're gonna be like front and center in this song, but then on the next song you're gonna be like in the back because like other people need their front and center?
it depends.
Or is there usually like a couple dancers who are like front and center for the most part?
Well, I guess I don't know. For a competition dance, this is fun. We've never really talked about this.
I know.
For competition dance, generally, it is. I say generally because not everyone is like this, but most people are. It is just the teacher's favorites are in the front the whole time.
Yeah.
But like obviously, like for a show that big, like you have an assigned spot. What I'm guessing they do is the same thing that like they do for like theater performances and stuff, where like you're in a space that's as big, and you just like mark out this like the stage layout on the floor, and then you dance like to scale, and then you dance in that layout. But you're not actually like you can't obviously be on that set.
Okay.
So,
Interesting.
like that's what we did for Blonde. Was we just like marked out it wasn't to scale because the studio's not big
For
enough. But like
Blonde?
that's what we did for Legally Blonde.
Yes,
was,
I was
like-
actually just gonna ask about that. Like on Broadway, how do they do that? Like if you're like in Hamilton, you're like a like part of like the ensemble. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
The ensemble. Like if you're like a dancer, like are you mostly in the same spot on the stage or like I don't know how that works.
For Broadway, it definitely depends on like role, and also a lot of Broadway pieces have people who like I'm thinking of Hamilton, but like you're actively like moving set pieces as you're dancing. So it depends on where you need to be and when. And also like what fits the story. Choreographing spots is usually like the first thing that you do. Not everyone is like that, but it's usually the first. Like not for the whole piece. Whoa. Choreographing spots usually happens first or second, but you only choreograph the first spot. Does that make sense? So like if you're moving spots, like you obviously can't say like you're gonna be here and then here and that because that gets way too confusing. So what I do when I'm teaching is I will choreograph. Usually, now that I'm in college and I'm dancing with a bunch of different people that I don't know as well as I did when I was in high school, I will choreograph a piece or choreograph like a 30-second like chunk of a dance. And it's usually like the chorus or something. Teach it and then see who does it the way that I like the best. And then based on the way that everyone does it, I put them in spots based on like whose movement quality like complements each other. And like who, not necessarily who's in the front, but like if I want someone to stand out in the center stage right, I will put them center stage right. And then like have someone who complements their movement quality center stage left.
Oh.
But that's just how I work. So they'll learn the combo.
Actually.
And then I put them in spots. And then they do that spot or that part of the dance in those spots. And then when we move to a different part, I usually say, like, and this is while I'm obviously choreographing at this point. I'll usually say, like, so this is where you're going to go. I'm just going to have you walk the path. And then I have them walk how they get there. And then I teach them what they're doing to get there.
Oh, I like that.
And then hopefully it works out. but I always start with walking it just in case there are like traffic issues.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's not as easy for me to tell who's going to bump into who when I'm just like
Yeah.
doing it in my head. I have to actually have the bodies. So then I have them do it, like do whatever they're doing to get to their spots. We do another little ditty in those spots. Sometimes there will occasionally be a dance where I will have people moving spots as they're moving. So like a lot of the time you see it with like circles. Like there are usually a
Oh,
popular one is like two turning circles that are going different ways. So like a big circle
yeah.
that's going left and the other one that's going right.
Yeah.
But that's how I do it. I don't know. A lot of dance
That's
teachers
so
are different.
interesting.
My old ballet company teacher did, she would do the end of the dance first and she would
Oh,
work backwards, which is so fucking weird. But I've always like loved that. And so I think I want to start
yeah.
doing that because I think it made it easier to learn because then you know where you're going.
Yeah, like you know the end goal.
Yeah, exactly. Like you know what the vibe is
Hmm.
instead of
Yeah.
just going in blind. I also like, I don't know. Ooh, I'm just kind of talking about choreography now, but like my whole thing with choreographing is that like I'm not a competition choreographer for a reason.
Right.
Because I care less about like specifics and
Hmm.
like I don't want I don't look for like rocket movement quality. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One, I don't teach that kind of dance or choreograph that kind of dance, and two, I don't need like the stringent place. Like that's
Yeah.
less what I'm interested in. I usually just look for motivation and like that kind of
Mhm.
stuff, just to not lose like the art quality of dance,
Yeah.
which is I think why it would be cool to start. So if any of the girlies from the dance team are listening, I might start doing that next year
I like it.
to choreograph from the end forward. That could be a little confusing, but
I feel like that could be cool though, for
yeah,
people to get like experience with that if they've never had it. And maybe it goes better.
yeah. I don't know. I also think like this year, now that I'm the president, I am gonna try. Well, no, I'm not gonna try. What I think I'm gonna end up doing
Hmm.
is making it an option moving forward for the choreographer to either choose to be in their pieces or choose to not be.
You were saying this the other day, and maybe not being as in your pieces.
I don't think I want to be in my pieces. I hate doing my own choreography on stage in a group.
Yeah.
If it's not a solo, I look like I'm doing it wrong because
Mm,
I created it and I'm doing it one way, but the entire time through the process, I'm telling
yeah.
people I like dances to look unique, for everyone to
Hmm.
look unique. So when I'm teaching it, I'm constantly telling people like, do this the way that you would do it. Don't do it the way that I'm doing it. Like,
Yeah.
however the movement feels on your body, do it that way. I don't want it to be. It doesn't need to be perfect. We're in a college dance club. Like, it's
Yeah.
just fun. So just do it how you want it. So then if I do it, I look like I'm being weird. You know what I
Because you're
mean?
doing
Like,
it. Yeah. I know what you mean. And also people like I don't know, people learn things differently than like the teacher like envisions them. Do you know what I mean?
exactly. Which is
Yeah.
something that took me a long time to realize after I started choreographing. Because I was
Hmm.
like, oh, you're not just little puppets that are going to do whatever I make you do, and you're not going to do
Yeah.
it exactly how I want you to do it. Which, like,
Hmm.
is normal and fine.
Yeah. And
But
also
definitely,
kind of
like,
like the beauty of it.
well, yeah, I've definitely figured that over the years. But when I was in ninth grade and I set my first piece, and then it got shut down because of COVID, I
Yeah.
literally used to have, like, breakdowns because I'd be like, this dance looks so fucking ugly and bad. And
Hmm.
it's like, no, it doesn't look bad, girl. It just is different than how you wanted
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that's a little insight into my creative brain. I'm really excited to choreograph again. Getting to work on Legally Blonde was so, so cool.
Yeah. I'm so glad you did that. It's so
Hmm.
fun. Also, just like a totally different style, I feel like.
Oh, yeah. I'm not a musical theater girly.
Mhm.
I am a deep, like, Baroque contemporary girly.
Yeah. And then what's the play for next year? Can you say?
I don't actually know.
Oh, okay.
I am hoping to work on it.
Yeah.
Trust.
That's so cool.
I know. Big things for Miss Lauren, to be honest.
Mhm.
Creatively, though. Like, usually my big things are, like, academics, which I have had a lot of big academic moments.
I was like,
I have had a lot of big academic moments, but like this is the first one in a while that's been like a creative milestone for
yeah,
me,
which is
cool.
really cool.
Especially because like after leaving high school, I feel like I never really thought I was going to dance again, and now here I am choreographing, which I have found
Dancing through life.
I'm low-key dancing through life. Do you guys hear that?
Dancing through life. You left me as dust.
Wait, hold on. Do you
Only
guys hear that?
because dust is what we come to.
It's like he's singing outside my window.
Yeah. It's Jonathan Bailey. He's right there.
Hey, girl.
He's peering up through the window.
Me on the first floor. He's 4 feet tall. What was I gonna say? Fuck. Oh, I have found that over time, I actually do prefer choreographing to performing.
Yeah.
Which is something I truly never thought I would say. But
Yeah,
I
that's
do
crazy.
like it a lot. I like it a lot more.
Good.
I like being able to be creative and also be in charge of what gets put on the stage.
And also be a boss.
And also I'm on a power trip. I'm just kidding. No, I'm
Also,
not on a power trip.
everyone
I
listens
just...
to me.
No. I just like really like... I don't know. I love working with dancers. Like, I don't know. I want to work in a studio so bad, but...
You got that teacher in you.
I got that dog in me. That dance dog.
One of my friends came up with a new quote. And it is... the quote it's like for when your friends are being fake. And it goes, I didn't believe in magic till I saw my dogs turn to rats.
Who came up with that?
Alex.
That is so funny.
Isn't
That
it?
is so funny.
I told it, and then I told it to my roommates, and they were like, should have been snakes instead of rats. I was like, well.
Okay. Don't agree.
I thought that was good. I hadn't heard that one. The first time he pulled it out, I thought he was like making a reference, and I was like, oh, I missed it. I didn't get the reference.
Missed it.
But
No, that's funny as fuck, actually.
I know,
I
right?
should give him my stamp of approval.
Said.
Is this like loud as fuck, by the way?
No.
Okay, cool.
Hold on. I need to get water.
What that kneecap do? Ew, your toes were in the...
Well, can we cut that out?
No! Just kidding. Yes,
Wait.
of course we can. It's really funny, though.
We have to cut it out, though, because I'm going to grab water. I'll be right back.
I saw something the other day that was like... I don't know why I started talking quieter. I'm in your AirPod. Anyways.
How's your run?
I saw...
Good.
He's gonna be talking in the background. I saw something the other day that was like...
What's
me
that?
when my knee gets close to my mouth because I don't get to see it often.
Mhm.
And it was
Him.
someone like kissing their bare knee. And I was like, the way that I do that all the time. The way that sometimes I'll just be sitting with like my knee up and I'll just kiss it.
Yeah.
I
know, I was
I
texting
didn't realize
her.
that was like a thing.
I was texting her. She was
He could have
looking
taken
for
his
something
AirPod
at her
out.
apartment
You know?
for
He could
me.
have taken his AirPod out. There are children yelling outside my window. Also, guys, happy almost Easter. So slay.
Yeah,
He's
that's
literally
cute.
risen.
I like it.
I'm not a religious person. I'm not a religious person.
Nice.
Definitely used to be though.
Oh, I love White House Black Market.
He could have taken his AirPod out.
That's a good brand.
Also,
Okay.
I cut my own hair today, guys. How do we like it?
Sorry, I'm back.
It's okay. I was just saying that he is almost risen.
Oh, thank God for that.
And then I did follow that up by saying I'm not religious. Used to be, not anymore. Anyways, give myself my own haircut. What do we think, guys? Rating? 10 out of 10?
You probably have to cut that religion part out.
Oh, fuck! Damn it! Yeah, we will. Damn, that was funny, too.
I know.
Ah!
I know.
Get that bread, mama.
Dude, oh no, we'll talk about that later because I don't want to cut more stuff out.
Well, we're already gonna cut out what we just said, so keep going.
Oh, I was just also, what do I do about my fan? It's like fucking zooming.
Okay, well,
Like,
now that
how
I
do
don't
I-
have plans for the night, I
Is that bad?
might just sit here and play The Sims. No, it's not bad. Ooh,
Sure.
I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it Eddie and play The Sims.
Wait. Is it okay if my fan's moving behind me?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
I like that you asked me as if you weren't the one who had a problem with it.
No. My God. Dude, I have really been
Lemonade.
off, like, I've been off, like, my hobby games. Or wait, I've been off, like, my hobby game. My hobby game has not been strong.
My hobby games. I was like, do you play a lot of games in your free time?
Reading, playing games.
I've been fucking up some Animal Crossing recently.
Yeah, you haven't been reading either.
No, I've been busy, girl.
Well, I know, I'm just saying, like, it's crazy that neither of us are reading.
I will say I did read 50 pages of a new book last night. Oh, that's what I was going to talk about. I was going to talk about First Time Caller and how
First
I'm
time-
wondering... I'm wondering what the public's opinion is of First Time Caller. Because that one was going viral for, like, 2 weeks when it first came out.
Yeah,
And I was wondering how the public felt about it. Because it's about, like, this radio host who runs, like, a dating... basically an
is it a
advice column.
romance?
Yeah. And it's about this radio
Actually.
host who...
Continue.
What if I killed myself? It's about this radio host who, like, talks to this girl via radio, and
Yeah.
I think they fall in love. I don't know.
Via radio.
Well, her daughter calls in and is like, I think my mommy is lonely and needs help. And the guy is like, okay, slay. And then the mom
I can
finds her on the
help
phone.
her.
No. And then the mom finds her on the phone and is like, who the fuck are you talking to this late at night? Because it's like a late night relationship, whatever.
Mm.
She's like, who the fuck are you talking to this late at night? And the girl is like, it's for you. And so she hands the phone to her mom, and her mom is like, who is talking to my daughter? And the radio host is like, she called about you, girl. Let's talk about your relationship. And then it ends up like getting recorded and saved to a podcast, and so it starts going viral.
Yeah.
Because she was
Kind
talking
of
about how
like
she was
what
losing.
happens with us.
Exactly like what
Kind of like
happens
how
with us.
our podcast goes viral.
We should run an advice column.
Ah.
That would actually be so fun.
Yeah.
But you know what I've really been wanting to do, actually? And I actually think we should do at some point, if not
What?
right now. I have wanted to go through, you know, Reddit's Am I the Asshole? I have wanted to do that with you, like an Am I the Asshole episode, for like a couple weeks now. And I don't think
Oh
I
my
ever
God.
talked to you about it.
Should I pull up some?
Well, I
Okay.
would screen share so that we can see it on the computer.
Or I can just read them.
I want the viewers to be able to enjoy in the experience, girl.
Okay.
Wait, hold. Let me get the website. Let me screen share. Me saying my idea, and you're like, no, I'm hijacking. It's mine now.
I can read them though. What does WITAH mean?
WITAH?
That's like another acronym I'm seeing a lot. Can you look it up? What if that's
Who is the asshole?
Let me just, I'm on the phone with Lauren. Can I call? Okay, am I the asshole?
Oh, what in the actual hell?
Oh, what in the actual hell? Am I the asshole for making a pregnant lady wait outside? Okay. Let's hear it. So I'm 19, female, and slightly autistic. And recently my older sister, 30, female, asked if I could come over to her place and babysit while she and her husband finally went out for a well-deserved date night. I wasn't totally comfortable with it at first since I've never looked after the kids by myself before. Usually when she needed a sitter, she'd bring them over to my parents' house where they'd mostly handle the babysitting. And I would just hang around, help out here and there, and keep them entertained a bit. But my sister promised me it would be simple. She even wrote out a list of instructions and told me everything would be fine. Oh my God, this is so long. Okay. I asked her if it would be okay for me to have a friend over for company, but she flat out said no. It made it super clear that under no circumstances was I allowed to let anyone into the house who didn't belong there. Okay, fair.
Sorry, I'm
So if you,
like fucking up or like organizing my mic, so I'm like keeping it muted. But that's like a fully valid ask. So if this person like violated that, I'm gonna low key be pissed.
yeah. So a few hours into the night, there was a knock at the door. It was a pregnant woman, visibly upset and clearly not feeling well. Oh my God.
Girl, was she
She told
having
me-
the baby?
I don't know what's happening. She told me she was the neighbor from next door and had accidentally locked herself out and that her husband wouldn't be home for a while. She also mentioned she was feeling dizzy and looked really unwell. I was stuck. On one hand, I didn't know this woman at all, and I had no way of confirming whether or not she was actually my sister's neighbor. I figured letting her inside wasn't something I could risk, especially since I tried calling my sister several times to check and she didn't answer. On the other hand, leaving her out there in the cold when she was in that condition felt awful. I even tried calling my parents to get advice, but no luck. No one picked up. Damn, this girl's family just
Fucking hates her.
just needs to maybe pay attention a little bit more. So it was just me left to figure it out on my own. In the end, I brought a chair out to the front porch and told her she was welcome to sit there.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
Just be like, oh, can I come inside? I'm not feeling well. They just come to the door with a chair and you're like, sit here, please.
I'm dead.
I told her she was welcome to sit there while she waited for her husband. I also offered her water and something to eat, but she politely refused and decided to wait outside near her own door instead. She ended up waiting almost 2 hours, and I saw her crying at one point, which honestly made me feel horrible. But I genuinely felt stuck. I tried reaching my sister and parents over and over, and nobody answered, so I didn't know what to do. Didn't know what else I could do. When my sister finally got home later that night, I told her about the whole situation. She got really angry and called me an idiot.
What? Why?
When she told me not to let strangers in, she obviously didn't think she had to spell out that a heavily pregnant, distressed neighbor would be the exception. My parents also had a go at me afterwards for being too literal and not using common sense and basically called me an idiot too. So now I'm just wondering, am I the asshole?
No, girl, you're the idiot.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, that actually makes me so sad.
Bringing the
Why
chair
is this-
out to the porch is crazy work.
That is pretty insane. Wait, hold on. I do want to screen
I do
share.
think you are the asshole.
I do think that as well.
Because whether or not she was actually the neighbor, she was pregnant.
Exactly. She was pregnant and she was heavily distressed.
Yeah.
Can you see my screen?
Also, you should have known when she went over to her door to wait for 2 hours that it probably was her door.
Wait, that's a really good point. Wait, how do I get this bigger? Oh. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, that's crazy. Yes, I can see your screen. You
do I
are
make
the
it
asshole. Yes.
Yeah, I fear. I fear you are.
Ooh, this is a good one. Ready?
Wait, hold on. How do I get you back?
Am I the asshole for calling my
No.
husband?
No, hold on. I'm trying to get them pulled up. Okay, well, I guess I just can't see you. Am I the asshole for calling my husband what?
Am I the asshole for calling my husband a disgrace after he said my miscarriage ruined his birthday?
Oh.
Girl, I'm already telling you right now, you are not the asshole.
No. Wait, where do you see this one?
Oh, this one?
Oh, it's
no,
this
not
one.
that long. Oh, yeah. Okay, I miscarried yesterday afternoon about 12 p.m. I've never had a miscarriage before, and this baby was so wished for, so it's all fresh, and I'm sobbing right now. Oh, this is really real.
That's
Um,
really actually very upsetting.
so I apologize in advance. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. My husband turned 27 yesterday. Okay, I will just pause right here and say you have more grieving to do than coming to Reddit and filling out an "Am I the asshole?" story.
Posed?
And I'm just thinking that maybe if you did in fact miscarry, then maybe we need to get off Reddit.
No, I would agree.
Okay, continuing. I, 26 female, was pregnant with mine and my husband's 27 male second child. Second child. Oh gosh, okay. Yesterday I was 8 weeks pregnant. The day before yesterday we saw a beautiful heart. Oh my God, this is like heartbeat flicking on the screen. And today I'm devastated. I was playing with our 2-year-old when I felt pressure in my lower abdomen. Okay, I'm just gonna skip to she miscarried. Um,
Oh my god.
Before long, I had passed what I messaged him. I think I lost the baby. I wanted to keep him updated, and I guess I was seeking some kind of I guess I was seeking some kind of emotional support. Yes.
Wait, what?
I asked if he could come home, and he said, "Of course, if it's urgent." Hello? I said, "I think it
What?
is because the pain and bleeding is getting worse, and I'm starting to feel lightheaded, and our 2-year-old is unattended in his playroom right now. We have no friends or family near that I could call who would get to us quicker than he could." Boy, if you don't get your ass over there.
Oh my god, look
Um,
at the commenter. Sorry, we'll get there in a sec. Girl, just read it off my screen.
um, okay, this is really intense. Um,
Yeah.
Clean myself up, crawl downstairs to take paracetamol, make my son his lunch, and then put him down for a nap. At this point, my husband still isn't home. He was working approximately 30 minutes away. Took closer to 60 minutes to get back. Hours later, when I asked, it was because he'd stopped at Tesco to pick up some beers. Girl,
I ended up
divorce.
very poorly, losing lots of blood, lightheaded, vomiting, etc.
And he had to take me to A&E. Okay, by the time I was discharged, it was almost 8 p.m. last week. I said I'd make him his
Which he
favorite dinner for his birthday, which I said I wasn't feeling up to it, and that whatever takeaway he wants is on me. He said, for fuck's sake, under his breath, and then muttered something along the lines of, "This bullshit has ruined my birthday." He didn't stop to get any takeaway. He just drove straight home. He put our son to bed, and I went to bed. And I'm not sure what he did after. I didn't see him this morning as he had already left for work. He's not messaged me all day, and he got home a few hours ago. It's now 8:40 p.m. And he's been giving me silent treatment. I tried to speak to him about an hour ago, and he ignored me, and I called him a disgrace. Period, girl.
Yeah.
He slammed the bedroom door and locked me out of the bedroom. His mom has since messaged me and said I need to be patient, and he's also had a loss.
Fuck the
Right.
in-laws.
Right. She didn't ask how I was or anything. He's obviously speaking to his mom, but why isn't he opening up and speaking to me? She said I was harsh, question mark. I'm feeling utterly emotionally rejected right now.
Ooh. I'm sorry.
My body has been through emotional, physical hell. I understand that my miscarriage came at a fucking inconvenient time, as it was his birthday and all. I'm not sure if it's the hormones making me feel crazy, but is it nuts to contemplate divorce?
No!
No, this is
No.
horrible. How
You
did
are
guys
not
have a
the
first
asshole,
child?
baby girl. Well, this is... Oh, wait, hold on. Going back to this. Oh, she said advice needed. Guys, you're not an
Why
asshole.
is she coming to Reddit? She
I don't
needs
know.
like a real person.
She needs a therapist. This said, I can't imagine
Also,
spending
the
another
fact
minute under
that this is like,
this.
sorry, just the fact that this is like a present tense. Like she's writing this like 30 minutes after it happened. Is that what it
She
says?
posted this one day ago.
Oh my God.
The top comment here says, I can't imagine spending another minute under the same roof as this horrible, immature, cruel man. Yes, the miscarriage of a wanted pregnancy can be a huge loss for a man, but that doesn't give him the right to be so selfish and treat you so cruelly. Your husband has showed a side of himself he can never hide again. Ask yourself if this is the kind of man you want in your life going forward. And let's be honest here, that piece of shit does not give two fucks. Okay, well, you spelled two wrong. 2 fucks about this loss.
That's crazy.
That is insane. I'm gonna keep looking at... Oh.
These are
Wait,
fun.
what?
Am I the asshole for asking my older daughter to buy a car for her younger sister?
Wait, hold on. I'm trying to find one.
Um. Uh-oh. Am I
Oh!
the asshole? Wait.
Am I the
Am I the
asshole for
asshole for
demanding to go
demanding
through
to...
my brother-in-law and his girlfriend's bags if they're staying with us?
Yes!
Oh
What
boy.
do you think they're bringing in? We have to
Am
check for bombs.
we? Well, this one
Like,
says not safe
what?
for work.
Well, it says after my brother went down to my husband.
Oh. I'm reading this one. I have to read this one. This was posted 11 hours ago.
Can we post this one though? Or can we like maybe
Yeah.
can we include this one? Okay.
Yeah. I'm a 28 female, Nia?
I think that's her name.
Oh, and was married to my husband Ethan, 28 male, for the past 3 years. Damn, we're doxing the names. Holy shit. I have a brother Ryan, 25 male, and he is gay. Especially the homophobia he faced in our society, I and my family have always stood for him. We are not Americans, and these are fake
Makes
names.
no sense.
Oh, we are not Americans, and these are fake names.
Okay.
Thank God. I was like, wait.
Do you think this is a real scenario? Or do you
Wait. Okay. My brother and husband go out often, and I never doubted them. There was huge scandal in area from LGBT party. I'm gonna start saying that. Huge
What?
scandal in area from LGBT party. Where some videos went viral of guys making out, sucking, etc. I'm dead. The person who made them has been... Oh, I wonder if they live in a country where being gay is illegal.
Oh. Yeah, probably.
The person who made them has been caught, but videos have spread out...
The next sentence?
Oh my god. One video included my brother giving BJ to my husband and both looked drunk. They told me they were going for normal drinks that night. It had been humiliating.
Not normal drinks.
And literally, and everyone knows about it. I have filed for divorce, trust, and my husband and brother are saying it was a drunk mistake. My husband even said you don't give BJ. Oh, even said she doesn't give blowjobs. So it was just something he tried with my brother.
This is crazy.
It's something. Can we pay attention to this sentence? So it was just something he tried with my brother, and it was a one-time mistake. My brother has been tagging me as homophobic. No, her husband cheated on her with her brother, but my parents support me and cut him off. Oh.
Nice.
8. Though they are getting support from many neutrals, and I have been labeled homophobic for such a small incident.
Who are the neutrals?
Who are the
giving you support?
neutrals? Who are the
many
neutrals? I'm right. I don't think I am. Or am I? Or I failed as wife to satisfy my husband? Which is what some people have told me. Oral sex is something I never liked, nor I asked him to ever go down on me either. Okay. You're missing out, girl. My brother has broken my trust, and I used to help him hooking up with guys. But what? My brother has broken my trust, and I used to help him hooking up with guys by giving him room in my place? You used to let your brother hook up with men in your home that you pay for? So he could have safe sex.
my
Okay, well, this
God.
is valid. This is valid. I lost people because I loved my brother and left many people for him. Damn. Are those the
Girl.
neutrals?
Those are the neutrals.
Edit the sarcastic comments down there. If you think it is fake, go fuck off. Don't bother
Oh.
if you don't have good advice to give, assholes. Also,
I
their
didn't
reasoning
realize-
is that... Is it cheating if my husband had other women? It isn't cheating in their opinion. That's not true. If you're hooking up with anyone else, it is cheating. If it's a person of
crazy.
the same sex, it is still cheating. You're not
Yeah.
just exempt because it's a man. Are you fucking with me? Oh. 12 minutes ago. It's not safe for working on. I want to read it. Oh, it's really long.
Oh
My
God, I just
19
saw-
male boyfriend, 19 male. This is a good way to start it. My 19 male boyfriend, 19 male, have been dating for around a month. Oh, they're gay.
You're like, wait, male and male?
No, I thought they just like typed it twice. Like, they said that their boyfriend was 19 male and then proceeded to say that their boyfriend was 19 male again.
Oh.
He's a kind and nice guy. Also, this is 19-year-old, so let's go ahead and be nice, okay? He's a kind and nice guy, and we're childhood friends. Girl, okay. On Tuesday, I asked him what he wanted for Easter gift, and he said sex. I laughed it off thinking he was joking. That same day...
Wait, this is getting... I'm reading ahead, and it's like...
I'm looking at your face when I'm getting
good.
scared. I nuzzled into his neck and kissed his cheek. Okay. Whoa. We're just fully writing porn in the Reddit? Okay.
Oh my god.
Can I... Oh. Teenagers are fucked. Anyways, you're a teenager.
There's
Wait, whoa. So I said you can, but I'm asking you an actual gift, like a chocolate or something. He got mad, squeezed my waist harshly, and then pulled on my hair. Oh. It's sounding like a...
We're gonna have to cut this one out.
abuse. Yeah. On Wednesday, the next day, he apologized for being aggressive and took me to have lunch with him. I went and we had fun. As we passed, we saw some cool and yummy Easter eggs. What? You saw some cool and yummy Easter... We're moving on from this.
What
Am I the
about
asshole? Oh.
telling my fiance I don't want his best man? Oh, at my birthday dinner?
At my birthday dinner! I'm watching. Wait, hold on. I want to find the...
She's marrying my ex. No,
this
go
is
to your best
crazy.
friend's wedding.
This is crazy. Am I the asshole for refusing to go to my best friend's wedding because she's marrying my ex? I, 24 female, have known Sarah, again with the doxing names, 24 female, since high school, and we've been through everything. Okay, hold. Before I even read this, there is no world in which I wouldn't go to your wedding, even if you for some reason married one of my exes. Also, I'm gonna cut this
Yeah.
out. Could you imagine if you married one of my exes, or one of my ex, like, could you imagine if you married Troy? It makes me sick. Anyways,
Also,
We've
I'd
been
like
through-
to say before we keep reading that, like, I don't know, how best friends are you? Like,
If
you
she's-
are marrying...
if she's
just
marrying your
continue.
ex. Yeah, I'm confused about this dynamic.
Mhm.
Breakups, family drama, the usual teenage nonsense. We've been through everything together. When we were 19, I dated James. Again, with the doxing. 25 male.
Giving
And
Betty,
we were...
James, and Inez.
Oh my god! Taylor Swift wrote
Or Betty, James, and Augustine.
Inez. Girl, leave Inez out of this. Inez had nothing to do with that.
She started up.
She started out, but she was right. She was right.
She was.
And we were really serious for almost 2 years, but things ended badly. He cheated, I found out, and it was brutal. Did he cheat on your best friend? Did he cheat on you with your best friend?
Oh, God,
I haven't dated
continue.
anyone seriously since, and I don't talk to James anymore. Damn, she hasn't dated in 3 years. That's actually so sad. Fast forward a couple of years, and Sarah started hanging out with James again. They became friends, and I wasn't happy about it, but I tried to be cool. Then, out of nowhere, she calls me last week and says she's engaged to him. She wants me to be a bride. Okay, she wants you to be a bridesmaid. She doesn't even want you to be her maid of honor.
You are not best friends if she didn't tell you that they were dating until they were engaged.
Unless this is like shotgun and he's toxic and manipulative and just random out of the mill proposed.
Oh, like without even dating.
Yeah, well, I'm always inclined to believe that the man sucks. I was completely
yeah.
blindsided. I know it's been years and I know people change, but it feels like a betrayal. Girl, it is. I told her I can't be a part of it. Oh, well. I told her I've moved on, but it's hard to see her marry a guy who hurt me so badly, especially if he cheated. That's kind of crazy. Especially knowing she's been talking to him behind my back for months.
Oh.
He says I'm overreacting and that it's no big deal. Okay, she doesn't get to say that. It's not her fucking choice. Now she's upset with me saying I'm making her wedding about me.
Yeah, and actually, no, you're right. I wouldn't go.
I wouldn't go either. She actually sounds terrible. You need a better best friend.
Buying my kids a playground after denying the neighbor. What?
I need to know what this says. Wait, I want like a fun, deep one.
Yeah.
What is this? What is this? Am I the asshole for ruining my cousin's lives
Oh.
after they've bullied me my whole life? Oh. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead.
Like it like that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's not funny. It's really not funny. That's terrible. I'm so sorry. Oh, I feel terrible. Okay, well, we're still gonna read it, but just off of this title alone, I'm gonna say not the asshole. What are you gonna say?
And also the ruining my
Trigger
cousin's
warning.
lives after. I'm gonna say not the asshole, especially
I
with
would
the trigger
agree.
warning.
The trigger warning is giving not the asshole. I'm gonna be honest. Anyone who does this is automatically the asshole. I don't care what the situation is.
Yeah.
I come from a small family. Me, my parents, my paternal grandmother, my maternal aunt, her husband, and my 2 cousins. Oh, wow. This isn't... Whoa. This isn't just pertains to my cousins. This situation just pertains to my cousins, as a lot of drama has been centered around them giving the events I've caused. What?
What?
I don't know what that means. My cousins have spent the past 2.5 decades.
Oh my god, that's
Making
25 years.
Yeah.
I know, but it just sounds even worse when you say 25 years.
It's crazy. And I finally thought I got revenge, but I think I went too far. Unless you killed them, I don't think you did.
Wait, did you? Okay.
Oh, unless the... Oh, I'm
Okay, just
hearing.
continue.
For cultural and familial context, I come from a highly traditional family. The kind of family that still does arranged marriages with dowries and looks down on premarital relations. Oh, wow, okay.
Whoa.
My grandparents were arranged, as were my aunt and mother. Another bit of information, I am the product of unconsented
Your aunt and mother
sex.
were arranged together?
Oh.
You know what
Oh. I get it now.
Continue.
I'm gonna cut this part out. Not you about to say, you know what I mean. All judgy. I'm crazy. Okay. Your aunt and married were mothered together? That was fine. Were mothered. Your aunt and married were mothered together.
Mothered. No, they mothered.
Okay.
No, Loki, they mothered. Let's
My
just
mom-
continue.
Oh, damn. Whoa, your mom did not need to be telling you that young. My mom told me not long
7?
after I turned 7, since she knew my aunt and cousins could use it against me.
What?
That's fucked up.
This
And
is
she
an
was
evil
right.
family.
Yeah, maybe ditch the arranged marriages and start with some family therapy. I can't speak words. No, don't react yet. And me being unfazed and unhurt by my cousin's taunts made them turn most of our community against me. I had
my
people
God.
throw things at me. I was a social pariah. Just as the R word, baby. Or other nicknames that are too vulgar to type. People pitied my dad since he was being forced to raise me, which was very untrue. My dad loves me to bits. Thank God. You deserve that. That love.
Yeah.
My maternal grandparents were the cause of a lot of stress. Grandparents are usually the cause of the issues. My grandmother heavily forced my aunt and cousins, often brushing my mom and I, favored. Jesus, I can't fucking read. Often brushing my mom and I to the side. We were left out of family holidays and not invited on family trips. When my grandmother passed, my mom
hell?
and I got a combined few thousand, while my grandfather got most of her estate, and my aunt and cousin received assets worth a solid 100,000 combined. Damn. My cousins, in all their bratty glory, bragged and said inheritance is for family only. Whoa. Though by that point in time, I had just learned to ignore them. I got scholarships to pay for college and scraped by doing campus jobs. I graduated a few years ago, bravo,
Mean.
and was bouncing between jobs when I got a queen. Oh my god. I'm fucking done. When I got a
Bouncing between
call.
jobs when I got a queen.
When I got a call from my grandfather wanting a meeting. I'm sorry, are you the child of the royal family?
Yeah, what is this?
What is going on? Your grandfather wanted a meeting? Also, hundreds of thousands of dollars in assets? Whatever. The meeting held the following week revealed that my aunt was actually not my grandfather's biological child. Turns out my grandmother had gotten pregnant from a coworker not long before her marriage to my grandfather was arranged.
What?
Fucking tea. This meant that my aunt and cousins would only receive the rest of my mom's estate, assets, and properties once he had died. What?
Dude.
Not any of his. Oh. This got my cousins mad, who defended their mom and said that DNA didn't mean anything. Are they dumbasses? It does. It is the only thing that matters. I piped up and reiterated what they had said all those years ago, and that since they didn't share grandfather's blood, they aren't entitled to his inheritance. I think my aunt was just in shock since she just got up and walked away. My cousins tried to fight my grandfather, but he was ironclad in his decision.
Ironclad.
I'm scared of your grandfather, but also he's kind of a baddie, but he's scary. When they left, my grandfather gave me and my mom each a check for emotional damage.
That's crazy. Fair.
That's really funny. I bought a huge plot of land with that money with the plan to build my dream house once I got my full inheritance. 7 months ago, RIP. 7 months ago, my grandfather passed away, and I got my full inheritance after 4 months. It was a life-changing amount of money. Are you the president's daughter? Wait, your grandfather passed away? That's crazy. I paid off my minimal debts and car, set aside a sizable amount for investing, and upgraded my inherited properties to rent out. 8.
Wow.
The income I make from renting, along with my investments, have allowed me to go part-time at work, which helped me make more time for my old hobbies. That's so exciting. Construction of my house has started recently, and some people that once knew my cousins found out I came into money. They started messaging me. Oh, fuckers. Asking how I've been and what I'm up to. It gave me flashbacks, all the bullying and torment, and they had the nerve to be friendly to me. One of our old classmates was blunt and simply asked how I was able to afford doing all this. And I figured since my cousins had to out me as the R-word baby, then I shouldn't hold back in outing them. So I told the classmate the full truth. My aunt was a bastard child. My cousins are illegitimate to my grandfather's family, and my mom and I were his only true heirs.
This sounds like something that would happen in
This is some Bridgerton bullshit.
This is Bridgerton. This is like Game of Thrones. Like,
this is Game of Thrones.
You are not the true heir.
You are not the true. That's what it's giving. Like, the bastard child is fully giving Jon Snow.
Literally.
Widowy. It didn't even take 48 hours before my phone was being blasted by my cousins who said I ruined their lives since nobody wants to talk to them now. Okay. I simply replied, sucks being on the other end of the stick, huh? Yes,
girl.
Bitch. Before blocking them. I've been in therapy since I got out of college, healing from how I was treated my whole childhood and teenage years. I was satisfied that they now know just a smidge of my pain, but then my own mom texted me saying that it was too far to implode their social lives. Mom, fucking hop off. You have nothing to do with this. I figured I was just returning their actions, revenge, and some might say karma. But the fact that my own mom, the same one everyone shunned, is saying I went too far is making me second guess myself. Am I the asshole? No. No.
You
this
like
is,
8.
This is no, you're not the asshole. Enjoy your inheritance. And girl, yeah.
Yeah, that was really good.
Starbeam's crash out. Y'all are eating. This is the only post that they have.
Okay, I want another. Can I read the next one?
Yeah. We'll find a good one. Wait, I need to...
For telling my mom I can't make my baby suffer the way she and dad made my brother suffer.
Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on, we're gonna go a little bit.
Yeah. Keep going. No. Can we please? I don't know if... Can we post this?
We'll see. Oh, there's an update! Wait, hold on, let me... Do you want to read this one, or do you want to read, like, a real one? And I'll read this one.
I'll read this one, and then I also want to read a real one.
Okay.
Okay. Am I the asshole after I told my boyfriend to fuck off because he kept bothering me about getting a piercing?
Crying! I'm gonna go ahead.
Is it
Wait,
like is it like the person with the wants a piercing, or is it like
I think based on the first
wants a piercing?
Based on the first sentence, it sounds like the boyfriend wants Holder to get a piercing. I think we should start guessing. So I'm gonna say that this person is not the asshole, because why would you want your pierced?
I'm gonna say not the asshole because also it's your.
Literally.
It's not your fault. We should put the dolphin noise over us saying that.
Yeah.
Like from SpongeBob, you know that? We should edit that.
Wait, can you see the cameras over here?
What?
Can you see our videos on the side or no?
I can see just yours.
Oh. Well,
But only because I have that like thing, like that's my setting, just to
yeah.
show one person. Okay, me and my boyfriend have been together for half a year, and for the most part, it has been a good relationship. But lately, he's been asking me if you get a piercing.
Why does he want that?
For those who
Why
don't know
does he want that?
All right, here we go. For those who don't know what a piercing is, it's where a woman gets a piercing in her private part.
Well, fuck. No fucking shit.
Specifically, the bead-looking thing. Wait, you cut out. I can't hear you. You?
I said we have to be fucking
we go.
joking.
Now, I'm not judging people who did get piercings there, but I don't want to. It's dangerous, and you have to get it done by a piercer with much experience, and he wants me to get it done by his friend?
You need to break up with your boyfriend. This is more than
I
piercing.
know the first time he asked, he said okay, but then he mentioned it again when we were done having sex, saying it would be sexually appealing and would look hot on me.
You should
I
fuck
told him
off.
no again, and he huffed this time. Huffed because I didn't want to get a piercing.
In my vagina. In my vagina. I'm gonna start calling it that. I'm dead.
Okay, he told me I'm no fun, and wait. So I know about his bad. Oh, what? He told me I'm no fun, and how I know about his bad girl fetish.
That's irrelevant. That's so irrelevant to the story. I love that she included that. Badass. Expose his ass.
I told him many reasons why I don't want a piercing, and soon went to bed as he and his buddies. As he went to his buddy's place for some reason. He kept this up for a few months, hoping I'd give in, I guess. And every time I said no, but it's been really bothering me because a few weeks back he asked right in front of my friends. So at that piercing appointment. Oh my god. I looked at him, he looked at me, and my friend looked between us, and I just lost it. I stood up and yelled at him to leave me the fuck alone about that, and I wouldn't be opening my eyes to someone just because you have some weird fetish. He stood up and yelled back, and it turned into a screaming match. Oh my god, if I was one of the friends, I'd be like... Could you imagine arguing about this, getting into a screaming match about it right in front of you? He stood up
I
and yelled
cannot
back.
imagine, like, my couple friends, like my friends who are a couple, getting into a fight about piercings in front of me.
I left with my friends, and we haven't talked since. One of my male friends told me I was a bit mean to air out his fetish like that, and that men have needs too.
Your male friend needs to fuck all the way off.
Am I the asshole? Okay,
No, girl.
before we read the update, she is not the asshole.
Correct. She's not at all. Girl, she is right. Piercings are dangerous. You know how many nerve endings are down there?
Yeah.
Like a fuck ton.
Okay.
Anyways, your boyfriend should fuck off.
Okay, so update. Okay, so a lot of shit happened. He finally texted me and told me he'd drop it if I just came home, but I just couldn't do it. Good. Him asking me that again in front of my friends was the last for me. I told him we're breaking up, and he took that very badly. He was on full scream crying. Oh, he was full on scream crying at me over the phone. I could hear him breaking stuff in the background. Run, girl, run. I soon just hanged up. Not even an hour later, he showed up to my friend's house and banged on her door until she answered through the door cam and said I wasn't there. Lie.
Why?
He knew
I was there.
And began kicking the door?
He yelled through the door while he kicked it?
It's just that it's not just about the piercing, but how I seem to always shut down his ideas. Example, he wanted to paint my kitchen all white. He wanted to sell our car for a new, better one. He wanted to get a dog, but I'm allergic.
He seems like a fucking asshole.
Shit happened, and he actually broke the door down.
The police was called. Friend took him to small claims court, and we haven't talked since.
So when he was arrested, he called me a bitch, so that's great.
You've been through some serious trauma, babe.
Okay, wait, go back up. My favorite part, let's see.
So how about that piercing appointment?
No, I told him no again, and he huffed this time. Huffed because I didn't want to get a piercing in my vagina. God. That's
I'm
funny.
crying about Vijay, and I'm really. How about that clip piercing appointment?
So,
Is insane.
Clippers.
I'm fucking dead, dude. That's so.
Oh my God. Told him I wasn't there. Lie.
Lie. Lie.
Oh, you're not the asshole girl.
Mm-mm.
You do need to run now.
You do need to change your address and lock him out.
Um,
Let's scroll down a little.
okay.
Whoa.
Why is she, oh,
Oh.
having my children under my roommate's bed?
What? Oh. Oh, this is a fucking lie. This literally says I'm a cat, by the way.
Oh. I'm a cat, by the way.
Oh.
Oh. A post from my mom group.
Wait, let's go. Hold on. Can we do like top of week?
Oh yeah.
Top of this week.
Took my CLs.
CIs?
Oh, cochlear implants?
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay.
This is so funny.
Okay.
It is
Before
though.
before getting into this, a little background info is needed. I,
He's
17
17? Oh, Dutch teacher deserves jail.
Yeah, 17 male was born deaf to a hearing family. At my family and I sign at home, but I need to speak while at school, as the high school I go to isn't the most accessible or disability friendly. When I was 9, my parents paid for me to get a surgery to receive cochlear implants, CIs, which I only really use when at school or out with my hearing friends that don't sign. I attend a mainstream school, and as I stated, it is disability friendly. Now, on to the situation at hand. Yesterday I was wearing a beanie in class. Now usually that wouldn't be a problem when it's my normal teacher, but yesterday we had a sub. The beanie I was wearing was covering the transmitter of my CI, while the part that hooks onto my ear was noticeable. I know that there are quite a lot of kids that tend to get into trouble because they wear AirPods or whatever devices people use nowadays for music that aren't headphones, mainly because those aren't allowed in classes. Usually my teachers are aware of my CI and know that it is in fact not a music device, so I never have any trouble, but this was a sub-teacher who wasn't aware of my CIs at first. Keep in mind that, at first. While doing some assignments, the sub, who we'll call Mrs. K, came up to my desk. I don't know exactly what she thought my CIs were, but she didn't like them. Originally, she questioned me and told me to remove them immediately or she'd have to write me up. I explained to her, she made her very aware that what I was wearing were for me to hear her, and even took off my beanie to show her. She pretty much called bullshit and attempted to take my CIs off. That's insane.
That's insane.
This is an absolute no-no. That's an absolute no-no. I, on instinct, slapped her hands away and stood up before starting to lecture her, telling her she has no right to try and take my CIs. Good job.
Correct.
After this little stir, I sat back down, thinking that the situation was most likely over. I was wrong. A little bit afterwards, she came up from behind me and literally snatched my CIs from off my head.
Holy fuck. She needs to go to jail.
After this, they got up yet again, started full on yelling at this lady, telling her that she is not allowed to take assistive devices and threatened to report her, period. I know in this situation, me getting physically wasn't the right response, but I was scared as hell that she'd break them, so I grabbed her hands and tried to get my CIs back, which I didn't. Honestly, I guess fair, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, after all that, she called the principal in, and me having no clue what the hell was being said, I just straight up told the principal that she took my CIs and isn't giving them back. In the end, I got my CIs back, but obviously due to me putting my hands on a staff member, I got suspended. My principal said I was in the wrong for the situation. My dad's threatening to report the sub-teacher. You're not the asshole. Update? I think I'm done with this one.
I've been trying to read on. I'm sorry. I think I just put like a dry, dead bug into my mouth.
What?
I think there was a. I think there was a dry, dead bug in one of my pistachios.
Ew.
Bitch, it looks like a maggot.
It's fine.
It's got the. It looks like a worm.
You're okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna.
What? Lauren,
It's so gross!
just throw it away.
That it was in my mouth.
Oh my god. People eat bugs.
Bitch,
As a
I
snack.
don't.
Like, it's not like the worst thing in the world.
People eat bugs.
They do.
I fucking don't. Okay. School name and asking where I live. Whoa. My parents are going to be confronting the administration and report the teacher. Correct. Get a suspension removed from my record. I also know that my parents are done with me going to a mainstream school. Correct. Okay. Yeah, good for you. You're not the asshole, babe. What? Am I the asshole for destroying my best friend's proposal because I believed she was being kidnapped?
Oh, what?
My best friend Emily has been dating her boyfriend for about 4 years. I love her to
Oh my
death.
god.
I've always supported the relationship even though Chris is eccentric. Even though. He loves surprises and stuff. Think flash mobs and scavenger hunts that no one asked for.
He was being kidnapped is crazy.
Anyways, I was visiting Emily. We were walking around catching up when this unmarked white van comes up next to us. 2 masked men jump out and grab her. She begins screaming. I freak out. So I did what any sane, frightened human being would do. I grabbed my pepper spray, legal where I am, and yelled bloody murder and went wild. Sprayed one dude in the face, kicked another in the shin, literally pulled Emily back by the coat while yelling for 911.
Oh my god, this girl is awesome.
Yeah, she's a fucking badass. Do you want to be cast in like an action movie? Turns out it was
Yeah.
Chris and 2 of his buddies. They were attempting
That's
this strange
so
prank kidnapping
stupid.
into surprise proposal situation because Emily wanted a proposal like in the movies. That's not what she meant. I can guarantee you that is not what she meant when she said proposal like in the movies. She meant like a Kourtney Kardashian
my
on the
God.
beach.
Men
Chris was
are so dumb.
Yelling. Chris was yelling, crying over the pepper spray. Emily, I'm thinking about the bug. Emily was scared while the cops arrived. It was chaotic. Now Chris is angry. He tells me I ruined the most significant moment of their lives. No, if you were gonna do this, he should have notified the best friend that this was the plan.
Yeah.
Emily tells me she understands why I freaked out, but wishes I'd read the room! She did! There were kidnappers in the room! The room was unsafe!
Actually, she gets into this in the next line.
But, like, how was I gonna know? It seemed real. She was crying. They had masks. It was a literal van. Everyone's acting like I overreacted, but I genuinely thought she was being trafficked. No, girl, you're not the asshole. Chris is a fucking dumbass.
Yeah,
Thank
see,
you.
Chris is a moron.
How can you read the room? You're not psychic. Yeah, what room is there to read? From what I can tell, the room consists of a white van and 3 masked men trying to take a woman off the street. The woman is screaming. What more is there to read?
Yeah, come on.
That's insane. Well, do you want to do one
That's
more? Or are we
crazy.
done?
Oh,
Oh.
this one. Okay. I, 19 female, am interning part-time and we all dress casually. Oh, this is gonna be so creepy.
She's 19. I'm thinking about the maggot in my mouth.
One.
It's fucking gross,
Wait,
Will.
let's do a funnier one.
Okay. Should we do another not safe for work one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck.
Come on. Wait, can you click on NSFW and like...
Oh, yeah, I think so. I want like
Am I the
popular ones
asshole?
though. Hold on.
But you're on new.
No, but I'm filtered.
Oh, okay.
Sick.
Okay.
No,
We're
this isn't
opening our
working.
door.
Fuck.
It's okay. Let's see.
Trying to look for one with like a lot of upvotes. Wait, fuck. Okay. What am I fucking, I'm joining this. Wait, how do I go back to just like the regular ones? Okay, hold. Top this month. What? Am I an asshole for embarrassing my stepmom at dinner after she tried to teach me a lesson about my real mom? No. Okay, let me try a not safe for work one. Hold, I'm gonna find one.
I'm trying to find.
My boyfriend got mad when I said I'd only have a threesome if it was with another guy.
Yeah.
Do you
Yep.
wanna do that one?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, this is short though.
We can do another one after.
Cool.
Okay. Me and my boyfriend got into an argument recently. He mentioned threesomes kind of randomly, and while it seemed like he was joking at first, he must have been serious. But I gave him a real answer, and I don't think he liked it. I told him that if I were to ever have a threesome, the only way I'd be okay with it is if the third person was another guy. As soon as I had said that, his mood changed. He got kind of defensive and asked, "What do you mean? Wouldn't it be more comfortable if it was another girl?" Along those lines. I told him no, because I'm not attracted to women.
Easy enough fucking answer.
Yep. There you go. A threesome with another girl wouldn't do anything for me, which it wouldn't. And honestly, I would just feel weird.
Wait, can we pause for a sec?
Yeah.
This is how I know I'm not like, sometimes I get in my head and I'm like, am I just faking being bi like for the plot?
Oh, yeah.
And like unintentionally, am I just like convincing? This is how I know I'm not. This is how I know I'm not, because the insight into a straight woman's mind of having a threesome with another girl is not what's going on up here.
Yeah. See? There you go.
You're like, bitch,
He
just keep
started
going.
getting agitated and gave me this whole argument about how two guys and one girl isn't the same, and that it's not a threesome at that point, it's a train.
Hey, babe.
The train is crazy.
He just has a lesbian fetish.
Oh my god. He said
fuck-ass men do.
most guys wouldn't be comfortable being intimate in the same space with another man, especially not while we're sharing a woman. It's like a masculinity pride. Right. Territory thing, according to him.
It's definitely
he also mentioned
prideful.
that for most couples, threesomes are usually two girls and one guy because it's more normalized and less threatening to the relationship, whatever that means.
It doesn't mean anything.
The whole thing left me feeling kind of weird. I read that wrong. Like, why is it only okay if it's another girl? That just sounds like he wants to sleep with another woman with permission.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. And I couldn't help but think, do you already have someone in mind? Ooh, why is this even on your mind in the first place? It just felt really one-sided and unfair. I'm not saying I even want to have a threesome, but the double standard just rubbed me the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure the extra girl would too.
That's crazy. But no, you're right, because this says not the asshole. Either you both agree and want a threesome, or you and who with, or you both agree no threesomes. He needs to suck it up and realize his dreams of you and another woman aren't happening.
That's fair.
This is actually like gonna open the door to like a kind of interesting conversation about I'm on dating apps, okay? I have matched with a lot of men, and on my dating apps, I'm always labeled as fucking clip yours.
It's so fun.
I always say, no, I know. I always say that I'm queer because I am.
What a piercing on my vagina.
So about that clip piercing appointment. I want to start texting you that unironically.
You know who would love that is our group chat.
Oh, bitch. I need to send it to them.
Send that post to them.
I will. But I have matched with a ton of men who are like, oh, what does queer mean? Which is a valid question. So I always
Yeah.
explain it. I'm like, oh, it means I'm just like attracted to like men and women. And mostly people are like, oh, isn't that bisexual? And I'm like, okay, I don't fucking care. I just say queer. Anyways, the number one question that I get asked is, can you explain to me, or like, in some regard, have you ever hooked up with a girl? How was it? Explain. And it's always from straight men. It's never from bisexual men. It's never from, I was going to say gay men. I'm not talking to gay men. It's never from gay women. It's never from bisexual women. It's always from straight men.
Yeah.
And I think we as a society who live in 2025 need to realize that randomly asking people on dating apps how their gay sex experiences are is not okay. Whoa.
No, that's crazy. My fiance pushed my brother into a pond. My family is boycotting my wedding. Yep.
We'll get to this in a second, but I'm gonna scroll down to the past the comments so I can hold. Actually, hold. I just think, oh fuck, where'd it go? Fuck. There we go. Okay. I just think that it's not an okay question to just go around and ask.
No.
It makes you feel weird.
So weird.
Makes you look weird, and if you're into that fetish, go look it up on a not safe for work website, okay?
Yeah.
Don't be asking for it in real life. And like, I'm not, like, people will fully ask me and be like, who do you like better, like girls or guys? But like in a sexy way. And it's like,
Yeah.
you're being weird.
You're not cool. You're being really
weird. And it's like, I have also had people tell me that they're like, I would hook up with you if it was with another girl. First of all, fuck you. That's rude. You need another girl. Second of all, that's fucking weird.
It's
to
crazy.
fetishize and to make it like a kink, to be into two girls having sex while you just sit there and watch is weird. Some people are into that, but you cannot just say that to strangers on the fucking internet. You're weird. I report everyone who says that to me.
Good.
'Cause you're weird! Sorry, I really
people
had
are
to
so,
pop
like-
off about that. I hate that.
I'm glad
I
you
haven't got it
did.
in a while, but...
Yeah. That's so,
Anywho...
like, it's like invasive, but they're so casual about it.
It's so deeply invasive, and it would be different if it was from, like, a genuine, like, curiosity perspective, but it is just because men are weirdly attracted to women who are attracted to other women.
Oh, yeah.
And you know why that is? It's because men are attracted to women, and the more women, the more they like it. It's the same reason that straight women tend to fetishize gay relationships.
Yeah.
It is the same thing. And it's weird. Sexuality is not a fetish. It's not something to be fetishized.
I agree.
It's weird. So, fuck that man from the last Reddit post. You should break up with him. I understand when I put it like that, it does sound bad, but hear me out. No, guys, it does sound bad. Your fiance pushed your brother into a pond? Sorry, we're moving right along.
Yeah, but hear me out.
My brother is an abrasive person. Okay, you can read this one.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I understand when I put it like that, the title. It does sound bad. But hear me out. I'm 23 female and my fiance is 25 male. My brother is
Are you
23 male.
good?
Yeah. My brother is an abrasive person, to say the least. I am East Asian and I only mention my ethnicity because I genuinely feel that some of this is a cultural issue, where my brother, being the older male child, gets all the slack in the world. He's very much favored. Okay. It was after we went to dinner with my family to celebrate my mom's birthday. My parents invited us back to their place where my brother still lives at home. We went out to the backyard to take a family photo. My mom wanted to change her clothes first, so she went to go do that. I don't remember where my dad was. Probably on the toilet, LOL. Real.
Excellent. Yeah, so real.
Sure. My fiance brother, obviously drunk, and myself were standing outside. Oh God. My brother received a dating app notification. It was loud, and it was Grindr.
Wait, does Grindr have like specific like notification sounds?
Yes.
Oh, good to know.
It was loud, and it was Grindr.
Wait, the next line is crazy.
No one acknowledged it or cared, but my brother chose to make a comment. He said something like, "I'm just trying something new because I'm curious. You know how it is," and nudged my fiance.
You know how it is. No, he doesn't. He's marrying a woman.
Maybe he does know how it is.
Oh, well,
My
maybe.
fiance raised a brow. My brother added,
Oh!
You experimented, right? My fiance just replied with, wrong.
Wrong.
And then my brother said
Damn,
something like, you give off toxic top energy. I love the brother.
I actually love their brother. The brother sounds like a chaotic bisexual man.
Yeah. My fiance
You give
ignored the
off
comment, and I
toxic
was just
top
annoyed
energy.
at this point, so I replied, who talks like that?
I love that he's the
Brother
oldest
then
one,
made a
too.
sudden gesture of raising his arm as if to hit me. Backhand.
Backhand. Backhand.
And on instinct, I just flinched and closed my eyes. Unfortunately, my fiance's instinct was to block my brother in that same moment, and because my brother had drank quite a bit, he staggered backward into my dad's pond. My brother
Why
has
does your dad have a
exaggerated the
pond?
story in his favor and is now loudly boycotting my wedding, and has convinced my parents to do so as well because I refused to let my fiance pay for my brother's expensive custom suit that is supposedly beyond repair. I'm pretty sure he can just try clean it.
Fucking dead.
I love my
I love
parents,
my
but sick
parents.
of how blindly they back my brother up. Am I being petty? My aunt told me to pick my battles, that this isn't a time to hold a grudge, and I swear it's not wedding stress that's making me feel this way. I'm just fed up with always having to absorb the damage while he gets coddled. I think this is just a misunderstanding.
I think this is just a misunderstanding too, because this one's tough because it's not like there's not like
But
one
also,
clear
if you're
person
saying your
that
brother
the
is
asshole.
violent and he was going to backhand you, then that is a different story.
As well, I don't think she's saying that he's violent. She's saying that her brother made a sudden gesture of raising his arm as if to hit me. Like, you know how
But she said
sometimes
in the beginning that her brother is very abrasive,
I think she was saying abrasive,
to
like
say the least.
Sorry, I can see your face. It's really funny. I think she meant abrasive, like in like vocally, like he was talking about Grindr at his fucking
Oh, maybe.
mom's birthday party. Anyways, I think if he actually is a violent person, then like this is valid. But if he's not a violent person, because you know I sometimes do that where I like get fed up with something and I'll be like,
Yeah, and you're like,
yeah, or like I'll do that, and like obviously I'm not gonna fucking hit anyone. On instinct, I flinched and closed my eyes. Your fiance's instinct was to block your brother? How did he block him? Did he shove him? Is that the block? What was the block?
Yeah, what's the block?
He staggered backward into my dad's pond.
So if your instinct is to just do this,
What was your fiance's instinct? Also, I am crying at you give off toxic top energy.
being in the military and all, you experimented.
Wrong.
Wrong.
Wrong. I do think that your fiance sounds like a scary military man. I'm not gonna lie. This
Yeah,
said,
I don't know who's the asshole.
I don't know who's the asshole. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think this is something that your brother should not come to your wedding because of.
Yeah, like
I also
the brother
think-
should not be boycotting the wedding.
No, the brother should not be boycotting the wedding. I do think that the parents maybe need to get their shit together.
Yeah, and I definitely believe that the brother is, I don't know, maybe
problem.
troubled.
Yeah, your fiance sounds like a keeper and your family sucks.
Oh,
Oh, that's not that's not what I thought. I think your fiance's a little probably got problems.
really
He was
like
in the
your
military,
fiancé
so I don't really like your fiance either. Also, I do love that the brother is almost 30. fully almost
Yeah.
30 years old. The sister is 23 and the fiance is perfectly in the middle of them at 25. So, I do think it's a little I'm crying. This is such a funny scenario. He fake hit me after getting a Grindr notification on his phone. And then he fell into, and then my fiance fucking double backed, pushed him into the pond.
yeah. Huh. Okay, I want another. One final one.
I feel like we've been podcasting for a full, 2 hours.
I know, same.
For wanting a simple divorce because I'm not ready to take my husband's orphan siblings.
What?
I don't know what that means. For asking, am I the asshole for telling mother-in-law off after sister-in-law asked me to babysit and left the kids overnight without my consent? What?
Damn.
Oh God. That one was really funny.
Found my wife cheating.
Oh boy.
2 kids. Oh God.
Bah.
How long is it?
Not terrible.
Okay. Do you want to read it?
I can, unless you want to.
Do you want to?
No,
Okay.
not particularly.
Okay. I, 46 male, have been married to her 41 female for almost 10 years. We have 2 kids, 9 and 7. Every summer, her parents fly her and our kids back to PA for a week-long visit. 2 summers ago, when she came back, I realized she was distant and wasn't being affectionate with me, let alone intimate very often. Okay? These are like 40-year-olds. After we were intimate, I got used.
Oh my God!
I went to the,
Read the next sentence.
we went to the doctor and fixed it. But the next summer, same thing. Back to the doctor for fungal cream. This is so written by a 46-year-old male.
Back to the doctor for fungal cream. I'm dead. I'm dead.
I have many suspicions at this point. We weren't intimate for months, and we talked about going to therapy to deal with our issues. She said she had some things she needed to tell me, but not without a therapist. I started looking. Then one morning, a few weeks ago, she gave me her phone and asked me to load up her Universal Studios tickets so she could take the kids. I had just woken up, and while loading the tickets, her Instagram was there, and I looked at her messages. She was in a very explicit conversation with a man she knew from PA. They talked about sexual acts they had and what she wanted to do to him the next time she was there. She said in one of the messages, if you come home, you have to love me. If I come home, you have to love me forever. I'm not going to sneak around. I guess she wasn't loving me because she was loving him.
This is so written by a 46-year-old. You're so right.
I
God,
did
love
take
it.
the messages and went to work in a whirlwind. I left work early that day and met up with my best friend to tell him what I found. After a few drinks and lots of crying, I went home and told her to come outside away from the kids. When she got outside, she said, "What's wrong?" I said, you know, oh. You know, don't you?
You don't.
She said, yes. I said, well, our marriage is over and I don't want to talk about it, any of it from here on out, unless it's in court for divorce. She said
fine.
Yeah. This is like
Girl.
the biggest divorce ever.
She's like, all right.
Since then, she has moved out to the living room and has not talked to me except when it comes to the kids. Neither of us can afford to move, so we talked about cohabitating for the sake of the kids.
Like
I don't know if I can do it. She is still
Cohabitating.
obviously talking to him. When I asked her if she cut it off, she told me it's no longer any of my business.
That's not
All
true.
of our
He's still the father of
finances
your
are
kids.
in my name, including a load of debt and a new car I just bought for her. Oh. There is no way she can afford to keep up with her share, as I was covering for her lack of income with mine. My credit is good, and I took a lot of time to get it that way. But I'm certain it's just a matter of time before she stops paying for her share of the bills we had together. She has already told me she won't be able to pay for things. I tried to make an agreement for the bills with shares and due dates, and she refused to sign it. Am I the asshole if I file divorce and move out for my kids so that I don't get to see them? Oh.
I don't think he meant to say
Take your-
that, because the next sentence says, even the thought of it makes me ill. They have no idea anything is going on at this point.
You think you should take the kids, no?
I think you should as well.
Why can you
I
not
think
take the children?
Well, custody, they would have to go through, like, the kids have to find out first, I think is the issue.
Yeah.
But maybe take the kids. What do the comments say? Get a lawyer and get things started before she moves your kids to live in another state. Make sure everything is started and done in the state you live in. Don't make it easy for her to take your kids away.
Fair.
Yes, the very first order of business is an immediate temporary court order that says she can't take the kids out of state, and that order needs to become permanent in the final papers. Yeah, fuck. Wowie. Damn.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Should
Who?
have been done yesterday. Shame on your friend for not telling you that. Damn. Do you see that?
First rule of divorce is don't tell your
don't
goddamn
tell
spouse
goddamn-
divorce.
Spouse divorce is not.
Can you fucking chill? This man is going through, especially not a morally inept, cheating spouse who will have no
Oh my
qualms of
God.
fucking up your life. You just lost your major leg up, so tomorrow morning you do this, period. Don't go
Wait,
to work
why
at
are
all.
they so mad?
Go straight to the first lawyer that will see you and get the court order done. Well, true. Even if he's not going to be your divorce attorney. Wait, hold on. After that's done, you can interview 2 to 3 lawyers, pick one, and follow his you think this person's a lawyer? And follow his pre-petition financial management advice, and then file your petition. 2, your wife was/is having an affair, a long one. That puts her in a specific bucket of women. Oh.
Oh, God.
Cheaters have few morals, and she will be out for blood. I guarantee that this will get that he's a victim. He's not a lawyer. He's a victim. He's a cheating victim. And she will be out for blood. I guarantee this will get very, very ugly. Once you cut off PA for her, she will likely try to silver bullet you with false abuse accusations. He's been there. He's a victim.
Oh my God.
The only way to prevent this is either living apart secretly or explicitly recording every interaction from now until when you do. She may try to threaten you. It's illegal to do so. You may even read that your state is 2-party or 1-party, etc., and that maybe you cannot also wrong. There's laws of okay, I don't care. Recording to have evidence that an accusation is false is always permissible, but it's only permissible with timestamps. As I know.
Incel maxing. Can we skip to the bottom where he says, also you're in the wrong sub? Am I the asshole?
You went to high
school and college idiots advising you? Are you kidding me? Go over to /divorce_men. You need to be in the divorced men subreddit and not the Am I the Asshole subreddit.
I'm fucking crying. I'm crying!
So fun. That is so funny.
Are you kidding me? Okay, this man is going through trauma. Be fucking serious. I'm downvoting this bullshit.
Yeah. What the hell?
Well, okay, he is right. This person definitely needs to get a court order.
Well, yeah, but then he brought misogyny into it.
She falls into a pool of women.
She's probably gonna pull up false abuse accusations. This is crazy.
No, I know. My man has been there. He was the abuse accusation. This has been fun. This has been really fun, actually. This is potentially the most fun I've had recording a pod so far.
Yeah, no, this was good. I'm glad we did an activity.
No,
because I didn't have a ton of life stuff to talk about.
No, I didn't either. And that was still after we had talked about life for a hot minute. We've been recording for upwards of 2 hours for sure.
Wow. I'm looking at my tattoo.
Bitch, I'm looking at my tattoo. Should we put him on cam?
No, because I don't have slippers on. Hiding the rest of the foot.
Wait, can you cover up your foot more? I'll make this the thumbnail. Actually, this isn't gonna be the thumbnail. This is gonna be the opening clip before the credits. Before the credits! It's like a movie!
Before the credits.
I can't believe I put a maggot in my mouth.
Oh my god. You don't even know if that was that.
Bestie. It's fucking a maggot. Or a worm, or a worm or something.
Oh my god, Lauren, you're fine.
So about that clip piercing appointment. What should this episode be called?
Don't want a piercing in my vagina.
What should this episode be called?
Can
I just say so about that redacted appointment?
Oh my god. Yeah, my dad's calling again.
Okay, do you need to go?
Yeah.
Anyways, this has been fun. We'll catch y'all whenever we do a pod next. Hopefully next time we will have read Babel and we'll be able to actually talk about it.
Yeah, we're actually gonna read it this time.
We are gonna read it. In case any of the listeners want to read along with us, what chapter do we want to get to?
3. Read through 3, so up to 4.
So up to 4, okay. I will make that my goal.
60 or something.
Do we want to record another pod next week?
Yeah.
Since we have a fuck ton to make up for?
Yeah, we do.
Okay. And then we can also do the week after that, because then I can put them out staggered so that we'll have some while I'm in Italy. Or no, I'll just put them out the week of, and then I'll do some when I'm in Italy.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, this has been so fun. Thank you, background noisers, for tuning in to this long...
This is fun.
To this long and heavily awaited episode. This is so fun. This is the most fun I've had.
I'm glad we're back.
I'm glad we're back. We're back and
we need to do more activities next time.
No, I know. I'm gonna try to think of some more stuff to do. I did want to do Am I the Asshole though. This is
fun.
That
was good. Yay. Okay.
Okay, I love you, girl.
Love you.
Hi, gay.